Hello and welcome to our podcast. Myself, Bhavin, host for today's podcast with my colleagues Hassan,
Hi.
Lucy,
Hello.
and Faizan.
Hi.
So, introducing the topic bias coded when AI inherits our flaws, exploring how AI mirrors human biases in marketing and decision making. So, starting with Faizan,
Yeah, just
Lucy, till we catch up with Faizan.
We shall be discussing how we use AI to market products. If there is bias, how does that affect market ethically?
yeah, sorry for that. From personalized ad to automated decisions, AI seems to know exactly what we want. But the big question is, does it treat everyone fairly? What do you think?
Well, we will get into real example, the ethics, and what we can actually do about it.
So, moving further, what is AI marketing for you all? For me, I can say it's an advancement of technology which is making the machines to perform the task of human in simple ways and sometimes making the simple things into complex.
It is using tech like machine learning to make marketing faster, smarter, and more personal.
You'll notice that ads are specific. Example on Instagram. You see other apps you use on your phone. You search about something and then you suddenly get ads that are related to what you are Googling about. This goes to show that AI studies the human behavior and personalizes content. Faisal, what do you think?
Yeah, AI helps marketers to do with less like segmenting customers, predicting trends, automating emails, and even creating content. For example, when Netflix recommends show based on your watch history, that's AI delivering targeting marketing. What do you think, Bhavin?
Yes, true. So, on the surface, AI marketing seems super easy, fast, and in many ways it is. But after listening to you all, I see it's not without problems, especially when biases creeps into those smart systems. So during conversation, I heard a phrase AI bias. As per my understanding, it's basically when an algorithm makes unfair decision, usually become because of the data it is trained on or an algorithm which was inserted by the human itself. So it's rather still a human bias or we can blame it to AI. What do you think, Lucy?
Yes, that is true about the bias. For example, if the data keyed is biased or discriminating, that's what AI will put out. Like if they say garbage in, garbage out.
Voice shows up in all kind of way: race, gender, age, income. It is built into the data.
Yeah, that's true. A well-known case in Amazon hiring tool that started preferring male applicants or candidates. It wasn't intentionally biased, but it learned pattern from historical data showing how AI can repeat real-world discrimination. Similar issues happen with some image recognition tool misidentifying people of colors. Yeah. What do you think?
To sum it all, I can say AI isn't neutral. It reflects our society's pattern, including all the inequalities we have built into it. To really understand how AI bias shows up in the real world, can you shed the light on some case studies that caused serious troubles and raised big questions about fairness in tech?
Yes, sure. Some years back, Amazon had an AI marketing tool that would help them in hiring. This would normally be very effective and time saving for Amazon as an organization. But imagine their shock when they realized that it was biased. And in that system, it would lower the resume for women's scores, all the while showing more preference to the male candidates. Poison?
Yeah, basically, learn from history and repeated historical discrimination. Amazon had to scrap the project when realized the AI was biased, but the damage was already done. What do you think, Hassan?
Yeah, I agree, Faiz, about what you're saying. I mean, as well, like take Twitter's,
Yeah.
autocrop, the photos with black and white faces, it's kept probing to the white faces. I mean, that's biased actions.
Also, there was a study as well by Northeastern University that discovered that the AI system showed that most jobs that paid higher were more male jobs as compared to female jobs. This is a clear example of gender bias.
These examples shows that AI biases isn't just book based, it's already shaping how people are hired, how images are seen, and who gets access to opportunities. So now, what so now that we have seen how AI bias shows up in real life, let's talk about the ethical side of it because this isn't just a tech problem, it's a human one.
Yeah, as we spoke about, Twitters, so can lead this to discriminations, even if no one means it. That's the dangers. So we need AI that's fair, clear, and built with everyone in mind. You see,
When you think about it, the system decides from the data keyed in what adverts are consumed by which individuals, and how, in the case of job applications, how it filters the job listings.
Yeah, most of the users don't know how AI system work or what data is being used. The lack of transparency is a serious issue. Yeah, for instance, Facebook once ran political ad targeting without fully disclosing who has been targeted and why, raising concerns about informed consents. What do you think, Bhavin?
And finally, okay, this all makes sense, but the question is about the accountability. Who is accountable when things go wrong? Who is responsible? The developer, the company, or do we just blame the algorithm? Right now, it's still a gray area, but soon in near future we'll get to know who is the main culprit behind it. All right, we have talked about the problems with AI in marketing, but let's be fair. There are also reasons why companies still continue to use these tools. Let's talk about it. How can you justify the use of that?
Yeah, I agree with real efficiency, the massive data, fast for spot patterns and deliver personalized content. For example, e-commerce brands like Zomato and other brands use AI to suggest outfit based on customer behaviors, and that's saving time and also increases the sale. What do you think? Is it gonna work, Hassan?
yeah, I mean, like, there's the good things about AI as well, helping with targeting. So people can see ads that actually matter to them, not just random noise. That's a win for both sides.
Another advantage for using AI to advertise: when companies use AI, they get competitive advantage since it comes with its benefits. For example, it is less costly, it saves time, and many people get personalized content at a go. so they are able to reach more audiences.
So, yeah, while biases is a serious issue, it's important to see both sides. For many businesses, AI isn't just a convenience, it's a necessity. Now, let's bring it home. We have seen the risks and the reasons, but what can actually be done to fix the problems? Let's talk solutions. So, starting with you, Lucy.
One solution to this would be to have a transparent system, to be able to show fairness as well as continuously testing to make sure that these biases are eliminated. Faizan?
Yes, you're right. One fix is regular algorithm audits to ensure system are not unintentionally harming certain groups. For example, there's a platform that name is LinkedIn has started reviewing its job recommendation algorithms to avoid gender-based biases in professional opportunities. What do you think, Hassan?
Yeah, I agree, guys, with you both, with Lucy and you about as well. There is transparency really matters, People should know how these systems are working, I mean, and how some control over their data. This is the most important things, Here we go. Lucy.
Yes. And in addition to all this, there are laws in place that are there to make sure that AI is used responsibly.
Wow, that was great. So, the future of AI in marketing doesn't have to be a nightmare. With the right steps, it can be smart and fair as well. Thanks for listening to our podcast, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, share it and let's keep the conversation going on ethical tech. Grazie, Hafna, ciao, bye for now.
Thank
Bye.
you. Appreciate.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye bye.